ceremony. We are pleased to welcome our students on Zoom and their family and friends watching on YouTube. For this class, the fourth year is ending differently than expected. And although we celebrate separately, it is with no less intensity and no less unity. We're proud of your fine work in medical school. We appreciate the incredible contributions that you have made and will make in the service of others. We also acknowledge those who have supported you, walked this path with you, and are with you today. Finally, please remember, it's not the past few months that will define your class. It's the memories that you have made and all you have accomplished over the last 4 years. So to begin today's ceremony, we hope you'll enjoy the fourth year Phil's video from this year's Best Medicine show. A look back at some of what these students have experienced during their time in medical school. It's time to celebrate, class of 2020. And now, to begin the ceremony, our Senior Vice President and Dean of the School of Medicine, Dr. Selwyn Vickers.
Welcome to our 2020 commencement ceremony. We're here today to celebrate completion of our medical school by these students in this pivotal step that they completed their education and moved toward to training as physicians. The students we celebrate today included 187 new physicians for our profession. 34% of them are those that are going into residence positions that will stay in Alabama, and the other 66% will move on to their training to outstanding residency programs across our nation. We're truly proud of what they're accomplished, and we look forward to their contribution to our society. I'm delighted to recognize several special guests who are joining us today, either by Zoom or watching our live stream. Our senior associate deans, our associate and assistant deans, department chairs, career advisors, clerkship directors, faculty preceptors, learning community mentors, and other distinguished faculty members of the School of Medicine, as well as our alumni. I know you are all thankful, as I am, for the contributions of these physicians who, through their committed lives of teaching and passion, have spent and toiled a significant part of their time teaching and training our students in this graduating class. So we thank them for what they've done, and we appreciate the contributions that they've given to the class of 2020. I now am delighted to introduce our guest speaker for today's ceremony. Dr. Otis Brawley is our guest speaker. Dr. Brawley is the Bloomberg Distinguished Professor of Oncology and Epidemiology at the Johns Hopkins University. For several years, he served as a senior scientist at the National Cancer Institute and is one of the founders of health disparities in this country, particularly as it relates to cancer. Dr. Brawley was the Chief Medical and Scientific Officer at the American Cancer Society from 2007 to 2018. He's a recipient of numerous awards from the Department of Defense, the American Medical Association, as well as a number of national organizations. Many of these are too long to go through, but he's a distinguished scientist and leader in our country and an outstanding clinician. Dr. Brawley has been kind enough to record his remarks for the day's ceremony. Please give your attention to the following video.
Hello. I want to thank President Watts, Dean Vickers, and the faculty for the invitation to give this talk today. I also want to acknowledge President Watts and Dean Vickers, two extraordinary physicians, two extraordinary teachers, and personal friends who've been very supportive over the years. My congratulations to you, the class of 2020. This is a tremendous achievement to graduate from medical school. My congratulations to your families, to your loved ones who supported you, not just over the last 4 years, but over the 20 plus years it took to get to this moment. I advise you, graduates, don't forget your loved ones and your supporters. I also apologize to them for their missing a traditional graduation as well. Perhaps all of us can get together in the upcoming years at a reunion or something and remember this time. Now, you graduates, you really entered medicine 4 years ago. You entered one of the great healing professions, and it is a healing profession that is most worthy. I want you to always remember, medicine is called a healing profession because the goal is to keep people healthy, to heal them or cure them when they're sick, and to comfort them when they can't be cured. Today you get the title doctor. It's a title of respect, a title of privilege. It's also a title of responsibility. It's a responsibility that is very obvious in this, one of the most challenging times in medicine. And let me tell you, many of us doctors, even though we may be in our 40s, 50s, or 60s, have gone back and reread the essays that we wrote when we applied to medical school. You in the class of 2020, you might want to keep those essays handy. Now, nurses, doctors, medical technicians, therapists, all of us involved in healthcare have gained tremendous respect, deserved respect in the public eye. I think it's actually fortunate that ward clerks, people in food service, and janitors, all who provide health care, have also gained additional respect. Many of us have been in practice for 10, 20, 30 years. We'll tell you, the education is just starting. You're going to learn not just from doctors, you're going to learn from nurses and med techs, even ward clerks and other people in healthcare. When you're in your 40s and 50s, still realize you're learning from those people. Now, those of us in medicine, it is up to us to lead, especially in important times like now. It's up to us to teach the importance of science, the importance of data, of good data, and the importance of rigorous analysis of that data. It's also important for us to be ambassadors of medicine. It's up to us to explain that all human beings deserve adequate care. All human beings deserve adequate care. It's up to us to remember the importance of medical history and to teach it. Santayana, the historian, is famous for saying those who do not appreciate history are destined to repeat it. We need to remember the importance of public health, of good public health, the importance of clinical care, the importance of research, the importance of rigorous ethical research, and the importance of making health care, from prevention to treatment to end-of-life care, available to all human beings. Healthcare is far more than diagnosis and treatment. It involves prevention of disease. It involves health promotion. It involves getting involved in quality of life care. Healthcare is physical health. Healthcare is mental health. And I can't overstress, it involves fairness. As you enter medicine, you've already noted there are many disparities in health. We all need to be instruments in bringing about fairness and bringing about care to all. We need to be instruments of health equity. Health care is a human right. Please remember something that was told to me by a pathologist when I was early in medicine. It's turned out to be very true. Medicine is like a spiral staircase. If you're successful, you'll find yourself higher and higher on that staircase. But if you look down, you'll frequently see that you're over the same piece of land. Remember your experiences. We call that wisdom. Pass it on. Please pass your wisdom on to those beneath you, those behind you. Always, please remember that the greatest honor that one human can give another is to say, "Can you help me?" You will hear that question time and time again. You will receive that honor many times during your career. Always remember, it's an honor. It's an honor to be asked. Please remember, the good doctor will from time to time realize that he or she is over their head, that the patient requires skills that they do not have. It will happen many times. but the first time is likely to be on day 2 or 3 of your internship. The good doctor, number 1, realizes when they're over their head, and number 2, is not afraid to ask for help. The good doctor also is not condescending or critical when providing that help to a colleague. Sometime during one's career, be one in one's 20s, 40s, or 60s, the good doctor may need help and support. The good doctor asks for that support, and other good doctors provide that support to their brothers and sisters in medicine. I want to say congratulations again. I want you to remember that you're just starting your career of learning. You're going to learn for the rest of your life. I want you to remember you're going to learn from nurses, doctors, patients, and other people in healthcare. Keep an open mind to that learning. Congratulations to you and to your loved ones on what really is a greater than 20-year effort. Congratulations on now being a medical doctor. John F. Kennedy once said, "God's work on earth is our own." Now I challenge you, doctors, go do God's work. Go celebrate a little bit, but maintain social distancing while you do it before you get to work. Take care.
So our faculty and staff have been a significant part of our students' medical school experience. And graduates, they have a special message for you today. And before we get to that, let me remind you that if you have not muted your microphone, please go ahead and do that. Enjoy the video.
Hi, I'm Angela Sullivan.
Hey, class of 2020.
Hello, guys. This is Hussein Latif.
Hey, everybody.
Hi, everyone.
Hey, class of 2020.
It's been an amazing several years.
It's been quite a ride.
It's been so good working with you.
It's been an honor to teach you.
We're also very proud of you.
I'm proud of everything you've accomplished.
I'm very excited to see you as you succeed.
As you move forward in your career
And do your residency programs. And I know you'll all go on to do great things.
And I know you'll represent UAB well.
For many years to come.
We're excited about that next step for you.
We wish you nothing but the best.
From the Huntsville Regional Medical Campus.
For your Montgomery team.
From Birmingham.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Congratulations, congratulations.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Good luck.
Godspeed.
Take care.
Go get them.
Class of 2020.
Remember to always take care of yourself so that you can take the best care of your patients.
Be bold, be courageous, be great.
At this time, I would like to ask Bruce Pittman, the president of the 4th year class, to address his classmates. Bruce, welcome.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's an honor to speak with you today. My name is Bruce Pittman, and I'm here to bring remarks on behalf of my class. Now, before I begin, Jason and I have been going back and forth about today's agenda and timeline. He has me slotted for 3 minutes, but I was envisioning something a bit more encompassing, so I promised to keep it to under 30. So, way back when, on the very first day of orientation, I can't do it. I'm just kidding. All right, So if you're still with me and you haven't flipped the channel, I'd actually like to begin by recognizing some very important people. First, our faculty and staff. These incredible people have taught and guided us through 4 rigorous years, and in recent months have bent over backwards to adjust the entirety of our school's functioning to adapt to COVID. In particular, they have strived to make this day still feel as special as possible for us graduates. We are forever indebted to you. We humbly thank you and give you our praise and friendship. Second, to our family and friends, we simply wouldn't be here today without your love and support. When times got tough, as they've been known to do on occasion in medical school, we've inevitably turned to you. We've turned to you for comforting hugs, study snacks, more coffee, pats on the back, tissues, the works. You've pulled us off ledges, acting as a sounding board for our many frustrations, and you've listened to more medical talk and hospital stories than any one person should ever have to endure. We are forever indebted to you as well. We proudly thank you and give you our never-ending love and support. And last but certainly not least, to my fellow student leaders, our class, the class of 2020, is filled with passionate individuals who are committed to serving others through the relational process of inspiring and empowering positive change. When you pair this level of passion and commitment with UAB's pledge to having student involvement in literally about every aspect of our school's operation, a beautiful thing happens. From my fellow class officers, Priyanka Patel and Carter Boyd, who have served our class faithfully and tirelessly for the last 4 years, to our learning community representatives, our cabinet chairs, EAB officers, the Honors Council, Office of Diversity, Inclusion, Admissions, Orientation Assistants, student organizations and interest groups, and so many more. Through their servant leadership, my classmates have shaped the pathway forward for our school. Your service to our class and our school has made a lasting impact, and I personally thank you. Can everyone please give a round of applause for these groups of people? Now, as far as my clock goes, I have about 28 minutes left. So, time for a few words of wisdom for whatever they may be worth. Like I said to each of you just a few short months ago at our 4th year class meeting, moving forward, we will forever be benefactors of the UAB name and reputation. However, we must also be ambassadors of this prestigious brand. Let us pledge to do this solemn responsibility justice and leave an even stronger legacy for those who come after us. Let us also pledge to do our duty to our school as alumni, giving back our time and treasure to our alma mater when and where we are able. Remember, we may not be under attack by Lord Voldemort, but Professor McGonagall is still watching. This next one, very important. Whatever you do, please don't let residency take the out of you. Come on, you know I wouldn't be able to make it through this entire speech without at least one When you inevitably come to triumphs in your future training, whether personal or patient-centered, please don't be afraid to give yourself an Just know that I expect a minor royalty for each and every use. And last and perhaps most importantly, let us pledge to never forget one another. I'm a firm believer that we, the class of 2020, are each other's original and perhaps strongest network in the medical field. And our net has been cast all the way from Los Angeles to Seattle to Boston to Miami, in just about every specialty there is. At a time where external forces seem increasingly determined to highlight what makes us different, I challenge you to always remember the far stronger things we each share. We are forever bonded to this university and each other by the time we have spent here together. I ask my classmates to reflect back and think if the following statements apply to you. I am leaving UAB School of Medicine with new friendships, some that will last throughout my career and lifetime. I have experienced at least one setback while in medical school. However, as a graduate, I am now a stronger version of myself and better equipped to handle difficult situations when they arise. I have set and achieved at least one goal while in medical school. I plan to carry my passion and work ethic forward into my career as I work to help others and make our world a better place, working tirelessly for the health and well-being of others. To me, most of you probably answered in the affirmative to each of these just as I did. You see, though we are an extraordinarily diverse group, each bringing unique strengths and backgrounds to the table, there are common chords that will forever bind us together as the class of 2020. Whether intentionally or not, we have made a lasting impact on one another. We've made strong friendships, we've experienced adversity for sure, but often we've worked together to lift each other up to ultimately emerge stronger. We've set goals and soared past them. we further developed a sincere sense of compassion and caring towards our fellow person, and we are determined to stand steadfast in arms against the evils of disease. And we are passionate to take all that we have learned and gained through our time here at UAB into the next chapter of our lives. These things which unite us form the bedrock of our identity as the class of 2020, our common bond. Let us pledge to never forget them. And with that, I shall relinquish the remaining approximately 26 minutes of my time. I know you're all heartbroken. These past 4 years have been a truly incredible journey. It's been a great honor to get to know all of you, learning and growing alongside you. I wish you all the very best on this next step and each subsequent step in your journeys through the ride of life. Thank you.
Thank you, Bruce, for your beautiful and inspiring words and for holding it to 4 minutes. We really appreciate that. At this time, I'd like to turn it over to Dr. Greg Hosley, the Senior Associate Dean for Medical Education, who will be presenting our awards. Dr. Hosley.
Thank you, Dr. Van Wagner. Good afternoon. This week, our individual campuses and departments presented various awards to our graduating students. You will find these awards on the commencement page on the School of Medicine website. Congratulations to all the students who received awards this week. Each year, the school presents awards during the commencement ceremony, the Dempsey Award and the Leonard Toe Humanism in Medicine Award. The Dempsey Award is in remembrance of Dr. Hugh Dempsey, Professor of Medicine, who in 1972 was appointed as the first director of the newly created Office of Student Affairs at the School of Medicine. This award honors the member of the graduating class with the highest cumulative academic performance during the entire 4 years of medical school. The winner of the 2020 Dempsey Award is Chase Edward Cox. Congratulations, Chase. The Leonard Toe Humanism in Medicine Awards are presented by the Arnold P. Gold Foundation to a graduating student and faculty member who best demonstrate outstanding compassion in the delivery of care, respect for patients, their families, and healthcare colleagues, as well as demonstrated clinical excellence. Each year, the fourth-year class submits nominations for the student and faculty member they feel most embody the characteristics of humanism in medicine and who are most deserving of these awards. This year's student winner is Zach Gentry. And this year's faculty winner is Dr. Hussein Abdul Latif from the Department of Pediatrics. Congratulations to you both. Dr. John Wheat is the president of the Medical Alumni Association, and he will now present the Alumni Association Award for Leadership and Community Service. Dr. Wheat?
Thank you, Dr. Hosley. As president of the University of Alabama Medical Alumni Association, I am privileged to present to a graduating student the Alumni Award for Leadership and Community Service. This award is given each year to a student who has demonstrated leadership in addressing educational, societal, and healthcare needs. Regional campuses submit nominations. It is an honor to be nominated. There were 2 nominees this year, Luke Bishop and Barry Schmidt. Before announcing the winner, let me say, this is a time when all of you are newly minted medical doctors will have your leadership put to the test. Family, friends, strangers, and patients are already watching you closely to judge if what they see on TV, the web, and other media is to be taken seriously. It will be your actions, not words, that convince them. By taking care of yourself, you will be taking care of the community. Please take care. Now, the Medical Alumni Association has chosen Barry Schmidt for the Alumni Award for Leadership and Community Service. This decision was based on the strength of testimonies found with their nomination. They speak of representing students, helping involve them in outreach, her character, and social and clinical demeanor. The Medical Alumni Association is pleased to join the school and regional campuses in announcing this honor, which, by the way, includes a $300 check. Congratulations, Barry, Luke, and all graduates for the expanded leadership and service roles that you are now entering into. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Wheat. We now come to the part of the ceremony where we recognize members of the class of 2020 individually. Dr. Nick Van Wagner will read each student's name. A photo of the student will be displayed. Please note our military students will receive rank promotions upon graduation, and this information is also included with their photos. This class also includes 10 students who completed a PhD as part of the medical sciences training program. These students' doctoral dissertation titles are included with their photos. 7 students who earned dual degrees as part of our MD MBA program and 14 students who earned dual degrees as part of our MD MPH program are also being recognized today, and this information is included with their photos.
Ariel Eve Abovich. Mackenzie Netlo Abraham. John Cheho On. Olamide Adedeji Alakija. Ashley Elizabeth Alexander. Amina Raja Al-Kaswani. Matthew Charles Anderson. Shaima Dowla Anwar. Caroline Alicia Arata. Emily Kennedy Armour. Anusha Ijaz Atta. Christine Ann Pandy Austriaco. Luke Nathaniel Bailey. Aaron Kyle Baldwin. Charles Adam Banks. Andrew Tyler Barnes. Mary Margaret Barr. Brooke Harwell Becker. Lauren Taylor Beggs. Joshua Cole Bell. Luke Reagan Bishop. Joshua Aaron Blackwell. Sellers Colton Boudreau. Carter Joseph Boyd. Philip Jackson Braswell. Anna Elizabeth Bruton. James Edward Bryant, Jr. Catherine Marie Buddemeyer. Benjamin Nathaniel Burgess. Pranaya Hasini Chulakuri. Martha Anna Chodaba. Tyler Bryant Colvin. Jenny Colleen Combs. Chase Edward Cox. Nicholas J.P. Dahlgren. Chad Wesley Damling. Brooke Helen Davis. Lily Ann Deng. Suranjana Day. Daniel Brian Dix. Philip William Dockery. Catherine Kelsall Dodson. Alexander Robert Dombrowski. Benjamin Scott Irvin Eccles. Jamal Kamal Igbaria. Chasen Garrett Farnell. Sarah Elizabeth Fleischer. Ashley Danielle Ford. Andrew David Fowler. Brandon Michael Fox. Sarah Elizabeth Frazee. Alexandra Meg Fry. Caroline Sellers Fuller. Forrest Nolan Gamble. John Allen Gambrell. Zachary Lewis Gentry. Kyle Chambless Glisson. Stephen Douglas Gragg. Jordan J. Grove. Judy Hakeem. Andrew Alexander Hardigan. Kathleen Elaine Harris. Sally Anna Harrison. Hannah Rose Hashimi. Felicia Raby Hadaway. Alex Ryan Heatherly. Marius John Heersink. Jeffrey Justin Hicks. Taylor Ray Holmes. Kenneth Taylor Holt. Rachel Elizabeth Honan. Allendale Howard Jr. Milza Catherine Opper Howard. Alan Raymond Shue. Leslie Chisholm Afetipa. Philip Reed Ingram Jr. Ibasurabo Aiha. Caitlin Marie Jansen. Winston Branscombe Joe. James Dixon Johns. Christopher Allen Johnson. Grace Ann Johnson. Jarvis Jamal Johnson. Savannah Nicole Johnson. Samuel Thomas Johnston. Taylor Blaine Jordan. Pega S. Canar. Alex Lewis Kearns. Anisha Nadine Conajo. Alexandra Bahar Kodadati. Clinton Taylor Kilcrease. Carson Elaine Perella Klein. Jamie Lee Cuck. Adarsh K. Kulkarni. Joseph Matthew Ladowski. Alicia Mirza Lakhani. Vincent Albert Laffer. Allison Jane Lazenby. Whitney Nicole Lee. Gabrielle Kathleen Lindley. Roxanne Marie Lockhart. Morgan Lee Losi. Bigyan B. Manali. Russell G. Marsh. Jacob Dean Mayfield. Sean Johnston McCarthy. Matthew Scott McKay. Gloria Storm McWhorter, Natasha Mara, Jordan Caitlin Merrills, Brianna Danielle Miller, Charles Wesley Minor, Chase Barrett Mitchell, Kelly Amber Mitchell, Matthew David Monaco, Johnston Lewis Moore, Dallas Cole Moran, Sawyer Lynn Mullen, Clarence Haddon Mullins IV, Rodrigo Daniel Munoz Rogers, John Mark Murphy, Susmita Krishna Murthy, John Hiram Nilsson II, Avery Lynn Newcomb, Elena Corinne Nichols, Timothy Graham Norwood, Casey Ray Oglesby, Jacob Dalton Owen, Margaret Ruffner White Page, Mayank P. Patel, Priyanka K. Patel, Kelsey Claire Patterson, Sujudi Paul, Jaime Alejandro Pina Garcia, Callie Arlene Perkins, John Gregory Phillips, Andrew William Pickering, Bruce Carlton Pittman Jr., Ranjani Punaragan, Johnson Dallas Pounders, Michael Thomas Puccinelli, Caitlin Nicole Purvis, Ryan Ramaker, Charles Thomas Reeder, Megan Samantha Rife, Trey Howard Richardson, Wilson Drew Ricketts, Joseph Xavier Robin, Jayla Ann Robinson, Jacob Lewis Broman, Griffin Keith Russell, Jonathan William Sahane, Amy Elaine Schmidt, Barry Lane Schmidt, Leah Joe Scholl, Julia Anita Schroeder, Michaela Marie Scopel, Richard Eugene Sieber II, Dwight Mitchell Self II, Cassie Amanda Shaw, Joseph Allen Shaw, Graham Scott Skelton, Abigail McMurray Smith, Todd Ryan Smolinski, Gabriel Sabaj Spieler, Kelly Lorraine Stone, Bailey Michelle Strope, Jacob Baldwin Schweitzer, Kelsey Marie Holdbrooks Thetford, Punith R. Thogarapalli, Caitlin Thomas, Michael Lee Tran, Albert Scott Tully Jr., Catherine Boyer Tygart, Katie Ruth Vines, Kevin Michael Wall, Cameron James Walsh, Victor Taylor Warren, Perry A. Washburn, Harriet Charday Washington, William Mitchell Webb, Christopher Gregory Weeks, Brian Cole Westbrook, Robert Allen Wyans Jr., Jameson Grant Daria Wiener, Collier Stedman Williams, John Thomas Wilson, Holly Rebecca Womack, Alexander Matthew Woods, Sarah Catherine Young, Naveen Edward Youssef, Lena Zhang. So congratulations to you all. When we asked the class of 2020 about things that they felt were valuable to have as part of today's ceremony, one request was the reading of the Hippocratic Oath. Each year, we invite the previous year's faculty recipient of the Leonard Toe Humanism in Medicine Award to lead the reading. So the 2019 faculty recipient is Dr. Carrie Bevis. Dr. Bevis will lead this year's reading. Students, you should have received the oath in an email, and we will post it in the Zoom chat as well. Dr. Bevis, welcome.
Good afternoon. If you are a physician joining us today by Zoom, I ask that you please turn on your cameras, but keep your microphones muted. Graduates, you should now see these individuals on your screens. They are representative of the entire field of medicine. They are representative of the entire field of welcome you to our ranks. To take the oath for the first time, we will read it with commitment to the high calling of medicine. Graduates, please turn on your cameras, but please keep your microphones muted. Even though we won't be able to hear each other reading the oath, the view of us together is powerful. Perhaps more than ever, it's vital to recognize that none of us is alone. We are all a medical community standing together to meet new challenges. Let's read the oath together. I swear by that which I hold most sacred, that according to my ability, I will keep this, my oath and covenant. With purity, I will pass my life and practice my art. As I labor in the places of healing, my first thoughts will be the life, happiness, and health of my patients. To this end, I will try to treat my fellow physicians in this art as I wish them to treat me. I will use my knowledge and energy to heal my patients to the best of my judgment. I will abstain from harming or wronging anyone. I will maintain the utmost respect for human life. Into whatever spaces I enter, I will go into them for the benefit of my patients. And whatsoever I shall see or hear in the course of my profession, as well as outside my profession in my interactions with others, if it be what should not be published abroad, I will not divulge, holding such things to be sacred. For the sake of the sick, I will pursue knowledge of this art throughout the days of my life. With eagerness, I will learn from my fellow physicians and with humility, I will share my knowledge with them. In respect for those who have led me into the paths of medicine, I will lead those who follow me. Should I fail to keep this oath, may my soul know no peace. But while I keep this oath inviolate, may it be granted to me to enjoy life and the practice of the art forever honored by all people. Thank you all. Would everyone please turn off your cameras?
All right, so thank you, Dr. Bevis, and thank you everyone for reciting the Hippocratic Oath. So we've come to the last part of the ceremony, and another specific request of your class was to have a moving of the tassels. So in just a few minutes, we'll call you out by learning communities, okay? So when you hear your LC called, please turn on your camera and unmute your mics so your family and friends watching will be able to see you. Your LC mentor will then instruct you on what to do, okay? So for friends and family watching, a list of the students in each LC will be posted on the UAB SOM commencement page so that you can find your student. Again, just to make sure that we all understand, everyone turn off your cameras and only turn them on when you hear your LC called. Now, graduates, you have learned from and trained with some of the most talented leaders in the field of medicine. You've put in countless hours studying, pre-rounding, and getting to know your patients. You've worked to master complicated techniques and procedures. You have passed multiple high-stakes exams. You have applied to and been accepted by some of the leading residency programs in the country. So now there's just one last thing to do. So Barfield Carter Learning Community, please turn on your cameras and unmute your mics. Dr. Sam Dalvey is the faculty mentor for the Barfield Carter Learning Community. Dr. Dalvey, are you ready?
Ready.
Dr. Dalvey, are you ready?
To all my Barfield Carter graduating seniors, I will never forget our trivia question, the insomnia cookies, and the light popcorn. Most of all, our wonderful conversations, which showed your wit, your intelligence, your humanity, and your professionalism. This is the time when tradition dictates that you move your tassel from the right side to the left, signifying that you have been granted your doctoral degree. Congratulations, doctors.
All right, thank you, Barfield Carter. Please turn off your cameras now and go ahead and mute your mics. Finley Learning Community, please turn on your cameras and unmute your mics. Dr. Pilar Costalera is the faculty mentor for the Finley Learning Community. Dr. Costalera, are you ready?
Ready. Students in the Finley Learning Community, it's been such a pleasure to mentor you these past years. You are all incredible people, and I am so proud of you. This is the time when tradition dictates that you move your tassel from the right side to the left, signifying that you have been granted your doctoral degree. Congratulations.
Oh, it's almost done.
Yay! All right, congratulations.
Thank you.
Please turn off your cameras and mute your mics. So Hamilton Learning Community, please turn on your cameras and unmute your mics. Dr. Marissa Nadelson-Love is the faculty mentor for the Hamilton Learning Community. Dr. Nadelson-Love, are you ready?
It's us.
Dr. Nadelson-Love, are you there?
Mm-hmm.
Give it just a second.
My still Sarah Harrison's glory.
Let's go, Hamilton.
We're in the van. All right. Dr. Nadelson-Love, are you available? Okay. It may be that something's happened with Zoom or her connection. So let me just tell you how proud we are of you and the fine work you have done. So Hamilton Learning Community, are you ready? This is the time when tradition dictates that you move your tassel from the right side to the left, satisfying that you have been granted your doctoral degree. Congratulations to you all.
Good team.
Go team.
Okay, Hamilton, please turn off your cameras and mute your mics. Harrison Learning Community, please turn on your cameras and unmute your mics. Dr. Blake Gibson is the faculty mentor for the Harrison Learning Community. Dr. Gibson, are you ready?
We are ready. Students in the Harrison Learning Community, it has been my absolute honor to be your LC mentor and cram as much junk food into you in the last 4 years as I possibly could. I could not be any prouder, and I'm so excited to see the doctors you're going to become. This is the time when tradition dictates that you move your tassel from the right to the left, signifying you have been granted your doctoral degree. Congratulations, guys.
All right, Harrison, please turn off your cameras and please mute your mics. Hill Learning Community, please turn on your cameras and unmute your mics. Dr. Danielle Powell is the faculty mentor for the Hill Learning Community. Dr. Powell, are you ready?
Ready. Hail Hill House. It's an honor to serve as your mentor over the past 4 years. You are all incredible people, and I'm so proud of you. Students of the Hill Learning Community, it is time where tradition dictates that you move your tassel from the right side to the left, signifying that you have been granted your doctoral degree. Congratulations.
All right, Hill, please turn off your cameras and mute your mics. Next is the Hershowitz Learning Community. Please turn on your cameras and unmute your mics. Dr. Stephanie Berger is the faculty mentor for the Hershowitz Learning Community. Ready.
Students in the Hershowitz Learning Community, it has been my privilege to be your mentor for the entirety of your medical school journey. This role has allowed me to witness how you have all grown and matured into the positions that you are today. I could not be more proud. This is the time when tradition dictates that you move your tassel from the right side to the left, signifying that you have been granted your doctoral degree. Congratulations.
Now I just
All right, settle down. Thank you, Hershey.
Okay.
Turn off your cameras and mute.
Oh wait, hold it, it's not on mute.
Kirkland Learning Community, please turn on your cameras and unmute your mics.
Come on.
Ready.
Community, it's a pleasure and indeed an honor. Good, care for each other, and to teach each other. Demonstrates that you work I am extremely proud of you. Now, this is the time when tradition dictates that you move your tassel from the right to the left, signifying that you have been granted your doctoral degree. Congratulations.
Everybody. Where we popping, boys?
Learning community, thank you so much. Go ahead and turn off your cameras and mute your mics. Next is the Lions Learning Community. If you will please turn on your cameras, and if you will unmute your mics after your lead mentor has finished their comments, that would be most appreciated. Dr. Caroline Zarada, Dr. Zarada, are you ready?
I'm ready. Students in the Lions Learning Community, it has been an incredible privilege to accompany you on this journey. Even though no one ever feels ready for this next step, you are, and you will do amazing things for your patients. So this is the time when tradition dictates that you move your tassel from the right side to the left, signifying that you have been granted your doctoral degree. Congratulations.
Please go ahead and mute your mic. The McCallum Learning Community is next. So please turn on your cameras, and when the time is right, unmute your mics. Dr. Todd McCartney is the faculty. Ready?
I'm ready. Students in the McCallum Learning Community, it has been a pleasure to work with you over the past year as your learning community mentor. I hope you have learned as much from me as that I have from you. I've truly enjoyed this past year. This is the time when tradition dictates that you move your tassel from the right side to the left, signifying that you have been granted your doctoral degree. Congratulations.
Hey, you guys!
McCallum, turn off your camera. Next is the Oprah Learning Community. Please go ahead and turn on your cameras and unmute your mics when the time is right. Dr. David Razor is the faculty mentor for the Oprah Learning Community. Dr. Razor, are you ready?
Ready.
Perfect.
Members of the Oprah Learning Community, I have to say it's amazing how time flies. The past 4 years have just gone over in next to no time. And it's hard for me to find the right words to say how thankful I am that I've gotten to learn, gotten to know all of you a little bit better. It's been a great pleasure to be your mentor, and how much I look forward to all the great things that you're going to be doing in the future. So now is going to be the time when tradition indeed dictates that you do move your tassel, this one, from the right side onto the left side, signifying that you have been granted your doctoral degrees. Congratulations.
All right, thank you, Oprah. Please turn off your cameras and go ahead and mute your mics. So next is the Pittman Learning Community. Please turn on your cameras, and when the time is right, unmute your mics. Dr. Star Steinhilber is the faculty member of the Pittman Learning Community. Dr. Steinhilber, are you ready?
We're ready.
Perfect.
Pittman, we are so proud of you and excited for this next adventure. We know you will make UAB proud everywhere you go. Last but not least, rounding out the class of 2020, students in the Pittman Learning Community, this is the time when tradition dictates that you move your tassel from the right side to the left. This time you have been granted your doctoral.
Come on, hurry up. You got to get it.
Congratulations.
Love you, Mom and Dad.
Pittman. Please go ahead and turn off your cameras now.
I think we're like delayed.
And my things are different. Why?
All right, before we end today's ceremony, I do want to take a moment to thank some very special people. First of all, I want to thank Kendra Carter, who has worked tirelessly to make this event happen today in this virtual format. I also want to thank her team of folks who have been working, again, tirelessly to make this happen. That includes Adam Agee, Tyler Ferguson, as well as Catherine Griffin. And finally, a special thanks to Caitlin Higginbotham and to Jason Noah, who have been working on commencement pretty much the whole year through for their tireless efforts. Thank you so much. And with that, what I will do is turn it back over to Dr. Vickers for some closing words. Dr. Vickers?
Thank you, Dr. Van Wagner. I too thank all of the individuals who you highlighted, who've worked so hard to make this virtual commencement a reality. It's been a pleasure to see, and I'm very thankful of the team of not only those who taught and trained our students, but those who committed to make this a special graduation. 20 graduating class from UAB School of Medicine. We're all proud of you. This ends our commencement.
Have a good day, everybody. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Have a good day and enjoy the rest of the weekend and your next step in your career.